Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In last week's video I've shown you this one. This is the Laser Packer LX2. It's a really nice full-size desktop laser. If you didn't see the video, check it out over here. But in this week's video I've got a nice and compact and portable machine. It is from Mecpow and I really like the brand Mecpow. I've got several lasers from them. For instance this one. This is their X3 Pro. This is the extended version. I've got the X4 Pro. This is the 40 watt version. The X5 Pro, the 33 watt version, and I've got the X1, which is a dual laser. So it's a blue diode and an infrared combined in one machine. Also did a video on all these machines, so if you want to know what they look like, check it out on my channel. But in this video I've got their latest edition, and it's this one. As you can see, it's a pretty light machine. It only weighs 2.4 kilograms. It is class 1, so it's fully enclosed. You can get the blue diode laser either in 3.5 watts or 5 watts, so very high resolution, or you can get the the optional infrared. It's 1.2 watts, so again a very small laser dot, so that makes for a very high resolution. Again, it's a portable machine, so it's limited in size, so it's got a working area of 100 by 100 millimeters, ideal for smaller things. So if you want to take it to a fair, maybe set it up in your store, you can do so. It does look a little bit like the first iCube from Sculpfun, but this one is a little bit more advanced. You got some buttons over here. You can just put the shield up, so you don't need to remove it, so I like that. 10,000 millimeters a minute speed, so pretty fast. So in this video I will show you this machine, so if you like this, stick around and watch till the end. I will do an unboxing, I will set it up, I will do some testing on it, maybe a little project, who knows. So again, if you want to see it, watch till the end. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And let's start with the first step, unboxing this little baby. So let's open the box to see what's inside. By the way, this is the 5 watt version. And as you can see on the box, it's high precision, so even the dogs can use it. So let me open it and I will show you what's inside. Let me put this aside. As always, there's an instruction manual, so how to operate the machine and also what should be included. It is well protected. Let me remove this foam, nice top foam, and it's even smaller. That's nice. When you take it out, let me see if I can take it out. It is stuck in the bun. Here we go. Oh, it's nice. It's even smaller than the iCube I used to have. So I do really like that. So it's really a nice and portable machine, but still very capable of doing engraving and also cutting. If you want to do small plywood sheets, for instance, 3mm plywood, you should be able to cut this with this machine. So that's nice. I really like this. Cool. Let me remove this tape. On the bottom there is something I can take out. Oh, it's nice. It's a little cutting plate. Nice. So it looks, let me take it out. It's an aluminium, a pretty thick one, so that you can put on the bottom, put it upright, and then open this one, and take this out, if I can. You see, yes I can. And let's remove these tapes as well. Also on the top there's some foam to secure everything during transport. There is an air exhaust system included in the machine. I will show you this in a minute. On the back of the machine you can see the fan. I'm not sure if it also has filters. No, it does not have any filters. There's a cable included for the Rotary, because this machine you can also combine with the G3 Rotary from Mecpow. You can put some riser stands on the bottom. There's some threaded holes over here, so you can put it a little bit higher. Then you can put the Rotary underneath, so that's nice. And they even included, I now see, these little risers. So like I mentioned, you can just screw these on the bottom, like so. Then you can put them on these risers, and then you can put the rotary underneath. I've got the G3 rotary, so I can also show you this in this video. Some wooden samples, MDF, and also metallic business cards, a little brush and a little tool kit, a small power brick. This is the adapter for the air purifier, because this machine can be connected to the P50 from Mecpow, and it's a really nice and small air purifier. I do not have it, but you can see it on the back. This one you can put on here, then you can connect the P50. SD card is included, a little USB cable, USB A to USB C to connect it, some screws for the exhaust hose, safety goggles. So this is the brown one. This is rated for blue diode and infrared. Little screwdriver for these screws and a power cord. Let me open it up, like so. You can see here, it's got an integrated focusing mechanism. So you can put it down, set it on the working area, and then you can set the focus. So yeah, again, it is a pretty small machine. So if you want to just store it and you're not using it, you can easily do so, because it just weighs almost nothing. There's some little buttons over here: power button, stop button, home button, framing button, and start and pause button. And on the back you've got SD card, micro SD card, USB-C, USB-A, and the power adapter input. It's also very nice for beginners. If you are just starting out and you want to get into laser engraving, this might be a machine for you to start out with. So let's connect it and then see what it does. So when I say portable laser engraver, I really mean portable, because let me show you the setup I've got over here. This is the Fossibot F2400. This is a 2400 watt portable power station. I've connected the M1 to the AC outlet on the power station, and I've connected my notebook to the USB-C output, the 100 watt output on the power station. So they are both connected to this one, and I'm completely off grid. It tells me I can go 26 hours based on this consumption. This one is charging, so if this is full, it will be able to do more. This one you can charge from a solar panel, which is included if you buy this as a set. So this is really nice. If you want to go on a fair, you can just connect it all to this power bank, and you can go all day, maybe the next day even, without any issues. So that's the setup I've got over here. Let me turn this one on. I forgot to mention there's also a switch if you open the cover, a safety switch. Not sure if you can hear it. I think so. So it will shut off when you open it. And the nice thing is this cutting sheet, this cutting plate, will fit exactly in here. So if you put it down, it will fit snugly in here. Let me close this one and let me home the machine. Oh, let me turn it on. See if it homes. I think I need to press home. And it homes. It's got two limit switches, so even on a small machine like this, it's got limit switches, so you can do repeatable engravings or cuts. So if you want to install the machine, you go to devices, you say find my laser, and then go next. It will scan for devices, and it should find, yes, here you go, GRBL. Oh, that's strange. It says 410 by 410, so it recognizes it as a normal size laser. So I will say add device. I will name it Mecpow M1, 5 watt. I will say I want millimeters a minute. I will say 100 by 100 millimeter, otherwise you'll be in trouble because it's not larger than that. I will press next. I will say left front, that's the home position. I will not do auto homing. I will say next, and I will say finish and OK. So now, if it's ready, it should be able to home. Let me see if I can. And it does. So we're set up and we can start with the material test sheets, which I will show you next. So I've cut a few sheets of plywood, 10 by 10. So I will put it on here. It says the markings for the infrared and also the blue diode laser. The starting position is not on the same point. Probably the IR will be mounted a little bit to the right. So let me position this one on the blue diode laser. Home position, let me flip this down and then I can set the focus, put it down, lock it in place, and I can raise it. So now it's set in focus. Let me close this one. So let's create the material test sheets. You go to laser tools in Lightburn, then material test, and I've already predefined it for cutting and engraving. So let me show you what I did. The values are based on the cutting sheets that I did on other machines, which are also 5 watt. I will do a 7 by 10 grid. Minimum speed for engraving is 3000 millimeters a minute, maximum is 9000. The minimum power is 10% and maximum 100%. I have set the text to 2000 millimeters a minute at 70%. And then when you do a preview, you will get something like this. So you can see 3000 up to 9000 and 10% all the way up to 100%. So I will do the framing to see if everything will fit on the plywood sheet. And I also want to test the safety feature. So let me start the framing. And as I can see, it will fit on there. But I want to open the cover when the framing is ongoing to see what it does. As you can see, it beeps. It will give a red indication and it will stop. So the safety feature does work. If I press play, it will continue where it left off. So I have finished the material test sheets for both engraving and cutting. I've got 2 of these for cutting because during the first one I noticed, this one, that there was something wrong. You can see the letters over here are not straight. Also these numbers are somewhat wrong. Also over here, especially in this area, there's a lot of ghosting. So this was not very sharp. And then I checked the machine and I found out that there was a lot of play in the gantry. There's a lot of play in here. So these eccentric nuts, these V-wheels, are not set tight enough. So let me take this little wrench and see if I can change this. It's already better. Now you can see there's no play anymore. It still runs freely. And this one also has no play. So I removed the play in the gantry and I tried again. And now you can see in the second try, this is much better, a lot cleaner. And also over here, now it's nice and in focus. So if you get this machine, always double check that there's no play in the laser module, or in the gantry in this case. You can easily take it out using the tool which is included with the machine. Engraving, you can see it's the first part, there's almost nothing visible. So 10% you can see 2000 millimeters a minute, you can see a little bit. But if you go faster, 3000 up to 8000, you can hardly see anything. And it's all the way up to, I think, 30%. And 20% as well. You need to go below 4000 millimeters a minute to get something. And on this side, if you put 100% power and then 2000 millimeters a minute, you can see it's a little bit too dark. It's burnt a little bit. It's not entirely through. You can see there's nothing on the back. But I would keep it somewhere, I think, in the region of 3000 millimeters a minute minimum if you want to do engraving. And then keep the power somewhere in the middle, maybe 60, 70, max 80%. And you get a very nice color. And also, pretty nice depth to it. So by the way, for the cutting part, as I didn't want to damage the base plate of this machine, I used a little aluminium plate. I placed 2 toothpicks on it. and then I put the material on top of the toothpicks. So you can see this raises the material a little bit, so you can cut through, and also the smoke can clear. So it's a good way of also reducing the soot on the back. Next, I've already selected several materials. I want to do slates, I want to do metallic business cards, maybe some darker woods. I think it's nice to engrave. Keychains. I'm also already took out the G3 Pro, the Rotary. So stay tuned, and that'll be up next. So the engraving on the metallic business card is ready. As you can see, it turned up a little bit dark, but this is normal because this is a blue diode laser. If I were to use the IR laser, it would turn up a lot brighter. But you can clean this one using isopropyl alcohol. Let me do so. Let me get a little bit and clean the cards so you can see the difference. Here you go. Let me close this one. Now you can see the difference. Let me wipe it off the rest, like so. And now you can see it is really nice and shiny. I did invert the image because otherwise it would turn up black, the ghost, and I wanted to have it white, or at least the metallic color, of course. So I think it turned out pretty nice. Let's engrave this wooden keychain. I will use the material test sheet for this, and I will choose this color. So let's go for 80% at 4000 millimeters a minute, and it should turn up something like this. But the engraving on the keychain is ready. Let me show you what it looks like. I've put a little camera inside, as you can see, so you can follow along, because it is rather difficult to record through this darker acrylic. Let me get the keychain. Here you go. You can see it's a nice and clean engrave. No brown marks around the engraving, and also somewhat deep. And if you take a look at the one that I chose, it was this color. It matches pretty good with this one. So that's why these test sheets come in handy to select the correct color and depth. You can personalize these maybe on a fair. People can just wait for them. It only takes a couple of minutes to do these. Maybe put a name on there, or a personal message. It's always nice. You can sell them also in your store, or give them to somebody. Put this on and you've got a nice keychain. So next up, let's do a slate coaster. I've sanded down this one so it's nice and even. So it's pretty flat. It should turn out nice. This is, I think, 10 by 10 centimeters, so it will fit right in there. So I just finished engraving the slate coaster. All in all, it took about 20 minutes to finish. Let me take it out, show you what it looks like. Here you can see the result, nice and clean engrave. They are fun to do, rather inexpensive. You can buy them in packs of 4 or even more. Create them for somebody else, or maybe sell them in your store. So no problem for this machine whatsoever. Next one, I want to do some glass engraving. I always buy these inexpensive picture frames, 99 cents. Take out the glass, and the rest I can use for something else. I did put a coat of paint on them, so tempera paint. And I will look up a different design, and I will engrave this one to show you what the result will be afterwards. So I have downloaded this design for Halloween. I have set the speed to 2000 millimeters a minute, 90% power, so high power. It will take 21 minutes. I've already set the focus and framed it, so we can start the engrave. So the engrave on the glass is also ready. Let me open this one so I can show you this. Again, I've put the aluminium plate underneath and the toothpicks under the glass to raise the surface a little bit. As you can see, this is nicely engraved in the tempera paint. Let me clean it up with some regular tap water, and then we can see the final result. So here you go. As you can see, it looks nice and clean. If you look real close, you can see a few lines in there. This is not the fault of the machine, but this is my own preparation. Normally I would use my airbrush gun to have a nice and even coat of tempera paint before I start the engrave. But in this case, I just used the brush and did a quick paint job. And I didn't fully or properly cover the whole glass. That's why you see a few lines in there. But again, this is not the fault of the machine. If you would like to have the smooth side at the front, you can flip the image in Lightburn, and then you can get this side. This is the nice smooth side, and this is the engraved side. So that's up to you. But again, engraving glass using the M1 works without any issues. As you can see, I've set up the rotary roller. I've added the 4 legs onto the machine to raise it. I've pushed the rotary roller against the front legs, so it's always perpendicular to the laser, and you will engrave straight. I've connected the cable. I've set the rotary in Lightburn. You will need to set it to XA, so not Y or Z, but A, and then it will respond. It will disable one axis, and you can manually move the laser. Then set the focus exactly on the highest spot of this round object. So I've done this already. Then I have figured out the correct settings in Lightburn for the rotary. I've used my paper tape method. For people who don't know this, check out my other videos in which I explain it. But in general, or in short, I will just add tape onto this. Then I will measure the circumference of this object. I will create a rectangle in Lightburn with the exact size of the circumference of this object. So the height is exactly the same as this one. Then I will engrave onto the tape, and the end position should exactly stop on the starting position. If this is the case, then your settings are correct. If it's too short or you will overshoot, you need to adjust it. But again, you can check out some other videos on my channel in which I show you this and explain it in more detail. Let's get a design, and I will do the engrave on this wooden roller or wooden handle, and that's up next. So let's open up the machine to see what it looks like. Let me move the laser, and it looks very nice, crisp and clean. As you can see, I can clean it up a little bit using some water, but it's already pretty nice. Also pretty deep as well. If you can see it in the O, for instance, you can see it's pretty deep. I've set it to 80% at 3000 millimeters a minute. Took 8 minutes to finish this one, so not bad. But using the G3 Pro, the rotary roller with the M1, works perfect, no problems there. So next on my list, let's see if I can engrave something on stainless. I've got this stainless shaker. I will put a small engrave on here. I will do it at maximum power and a low speed, and hopefully I can get something on there. So it's now engraving on the stainless, as you can see. Difficult to see through the glass, but you can see over here on the power station, it consumes only 30 watts on maximum power, 100% power, and you can see it can run for at least 25 hours if you put this laser on maximum power. And this is on 77%, so if you fully charge the power station, you can run it for a very long time. So that's pretty convenient. So I've just finished engraving on stainless. I've set it to 300 millimeters a minute, 100% power, and only one single pass. Let me show you what it looks like. As you can see, it looks very nice, nice and dark engraved, crisp and clean. Could have placed it a little bit lower, but this is just to show you what the machine is capable of. And I think it's a very versatile machine. Even though it's a small and compact machine and only 5 watts, you can do so much with this machine. Stainless, no issues whatsoever. If you want to do aluminium, also engraving on there, no issues. Wood cutting or engraving also works out fine, as you can see. Even glass, no issue for this machine. If you prepare it with some tempera paint, you can also do this. Slate coaster, I've shown you, also no issues whatsoever. So again, it's a very versatile machine. Yes, it is plastic, but what is to expect for this price point? You can not expect full linear rails, full metal body. This is not the case. But also this doesn't matter because it makes it very light and portable. And it works great, as you can see. You can even get the optional infrared laser for this one. So that makes for an even more versatile machine. Then you can also do plastics if you want. So no problem. You can connect it to Lightburn, you can connect wirelessly to this laser if you want to use the MKS laser app. So again, for this price point, I think you really get a nice machine. I also like the fact that you can easily connect a rotary roller to the back of the machine. You can either connect the G3 Pro, which is the standard rotary roller, or the G5, which is the chuck rotary system. So you can engrave round objects without any issue as well, as I've shown you in this video. I also got links for these products, these sets, in the description of my video, so you can get a nice discount on those as well. Last thing I want to do is I want to engrave a larger engraving on this darker wood, and then I will wrap up this video. I think I've shown you all the possibilities of this machine. If you have any questions, just raise them in the comment section. I will always try to respond on them. So let's do this first, and then I will wrap up the video. So I've just finished the engraving on the dark wood. Let me raise the laser a little bit so I can take it out. And this absolutely looks perfect to me. I really like this, very nice and dark engrave. I set the speed to 4000 millimeters a minute, 85% power, so because I wanted to have it a little bit darker and deeper. And I think it worked out perfectly. I really like this one. So this is also almost the maximum width you can do with this laser. It was 95 millimeters. If I would set it to 100, I would risk the laser bumping into the limit switch and it will stop. So that's why I set it to 95. But as you can see, this is absolutely perfect. So yeah, engraving on dark wood, also no problem for this little machine. Again, I really like this machine. It's nice and compact. You can just put it away on your table or in the cabinet if you don't use it, and then yeah, take it out whenever you want to engrave something. So I think it's really convenient. It is nice that it's safe. It's fully enclosed, or at least covered, so you don't need to wear your goggles if you don't want to. Yeah, what more to say about this machine? So it's time to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I showed you everything you wanted to know about this machine, the M1 from Mecpow. I think it's a really nice and compact machine. I like the fact that it's really lightweight, rather inexpensive. So if you want to start out using a laser engraver, this might be the machine for you. You can always upgrade it with the infrared module. You can add the purifier, the rollers, so a lot of options. If you want to take it on the road, you can do so. Remotely connect to it, so a lot of things you can do with this machine. I've got some coupon codes and links in the description of my video. If you're interested, go check it out. It will save you some money. You can get this machine for 129 euros, which I think is a really nice deal. Or you can add the air purifier, the P50, will be 199, or the rotary roller. So check it out. If you have any questions, just let me know. Raise it in the comment section or send me a DM. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Yeah, you can see you can do a lot of things with this. Glass, metals, wood, no problem for this machine. So yeah, with that said, I think that's it. I hope to see you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the hype button, give it a like, and I would really appreciate it. Bye bye.